regarding this point about the 50 centers versus the 2 centers. So again, what is happening there? For example, there are 50 centers. So obviously there's so much good karma created that one has the blessings of having so many centers. So are we saying that the loss is always greater than the profit of 2 centers?
Maybe when I started to work as Baba's instrument and the expansion was happening, it was really with that very pure motive of just serving souls and bringing them closer to Baba. So all that good karma has accumulated. But if today now I say, well, there's 50 centers and now I can sit back and now let them carry on. I don't need to make so much effort and I've done enough for Baba and now let me have a comfortable life. It's, you know, a comfort zone that I've got into. I sit back and I'm not making that same quality of effort anymore. And so that's the state that Baba's talking about, where then it's my zone, my centers, my whatever, and my authority, and I expect other people to obey my orders. That's the sort of mentality that it's possible to get into. And so Baba's saying, that's not real service. Now that you have 50 centers, remember, it's God's work. God created those instruments that are running the 50 centers. You didn't, it's God's work. And God touched them to make all of that happen. So come back to that awareness of being an instrument. Otherwise, this is my kingdom. You mustn't enter. You mustn't do this. You mustn't do that. Or why are you going there? You should be here. And I was saying there'll always then be differences and clashes and sanskars coming up. But Baba wants there to be the demonstration of Satyug. If I can't demonstrate the qualities that I need to have for Satyug now, when am I going to imbibe them? And so is there that humility? Is there that stage of being an instrument and seeing each one of the others as instruments also? And in that way, then, we work together. We continue to multiply service, and Baba's message is able to reach further and further. But if I get stuck in the I that I have done all of this, that's when trouble starts. Old sanskars begin to emerge.
Yes, lovely, gentlemen. And gentlemen, I wanted to say regarding this competition thing, do you want to say anything about how you handle situations like that? What are you thinking inside?
It was really Dadi's sustenance that carried me through the most challenging periods, but it was also my own feeling that if I have Dadi's company, then I have to do what Dadi expects of me. So that was a very, very strong feeling. Until today, I would say that I've had so much sustenance, and so the pure thought in my heart is, I need to give Baba and the Dadis the return of that. And so I think it's always been this awareness, like Baba said in the Murli, when you remember the attainments, then that flame of hope, of wanting to fulfill Baba's hopes, Dadi's hopes, that flame stays alive, shining bright.